What is happening, people? United Central here, back with another video. It is the Manchester Derby preview. What are you telling me, my guy Adam? And before I get to you, mate, this video is sponsored by the One Football app. You get me all your latest football news right there. You get me, man like Jesse Lingard is having enough of Ole. He's had enough of Man United. He's looking to leave. It won't surprise me, you get me? But this is what's happening right now. Go download it. All your latest football news, all your latest team news, transfer news. Go check it out. Link is in the description below. Go check it out right there. And yeah, man, let's go with that. Shout out to One Football app for that one. You get me? I don't know what happened around there, but we move. You know them ones there. But Adam, how are you, mate? How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay, mate. I'm okay. I'm like a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs thinking about this derby, though, mate. That's
That
what
was
I
a
am,
big
mate.
metaphor, mate. That was a big metaphor, man. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've been watching, you've been listening to a bit of Shakespeare and that. You know what I mean? Big up to you, though.
Mate,
You know what
it's
I'm
one of
saying?
them, innit? We're full of trepidation right now after what we watched the other night, aren't we? Because we know you can play a certain way. We know where our strengths are, but we know that Pep's going to take away our strengths by keeping hold of the ball. So that literally leaves us alone with our defence, which I don't think any United fan is confident with at all at the moment. So,
No.
yeah, it's really, mate. And Old Trafford form, I think Ollie will be the first manager since 1972 to lose 4 games at home before Christmas
Wow.
in the league. So if at home, if this happens, I mean, it's night and day compared to home and away form at the moment, innit? I mean, yeah, ultimately the away form killed us in the Champions League, but
Yeah.
it's been keeping us alive in the Premier League. But I've got to look at it and go, Aguero's back, City are just cruising at the moment. There's a lot more going for them than there is for us. Does that mean football's going to spin it on its head and we're going to come away
Done it
with the
before.
surprise win? We have,
He's done it
mate.
before, mate. He's done it before, man. He's done it before. But guys, as Adam says right there, this is a Manchester derby. So I want you guys to smash the like on that video, man. You get me? It's going to be a good chat. You know what I mean? Good hour of real good footballing chat. We've got a lot to get through, man. So you, man, let me know where you're watching from around the world. Share the video. I said to you, like the video. Subscribe to Adam. His channel is in the title. Go check it out there. But Adam, man, before we start this derby, man, you know what I mean? How are you still feeling, man? Are you still having... I had migraine. I didn't even go in work, mate, on yesterday, mate. You know what I mean? I didn't even go in work, mate. Honestly, I had a banging migraine, and I was just so not with it, man. You know what I mean? And embarrassment, mate. You know, we've not seen this before. We've seen this under Stella Ferguson and under LVG, mate, the last 2 times, mate. It's an absolute joke, man. Talk to me, man. How on earth did it go wrong, man, for Man United, mate?
Mate, we talked about it before we started, mate. We're thinking it just looked uber defensive, didn't it? The formation I don't think anyone had an issue with, but for me, the second goal summed everything up, and that was the fact that we had 7 defenders in the box, and they had 4 attackers, and there was still a guy who had acres of space to pick his time and his spot. And I looked at it and went, how is this happening? But to change it on the last minute, there's no way that they could have worked on that in training, mate. It was literally weekend into Tuesday night. There's no way they can work on that. They have to fly out there. So what? There's no way. There's no way that was worked on. I just think it was a stupid decision to change it. And then people are going on to me saying, you know what, making excuses up. I'm like, no, I'm not having any excuses. We had 4 forwards sat on the bench. We were 2-0 down, 3-0 down. Within that time, we made 3 defensive substitutions. We brought in 2 midfielders, not 1 forward out the 4 that was sat on the bench. So, and then he comes out with the comment afterwards that we left it too late, we were unlucky. Well, we lost the game in the first 12 minutes. That's when we lost it. So, tactics, I'm all for players have to take responsibility on the pitch, mate, but the players' mental state from what has been said in the dressing room or what they've got in their head in terms of what the manager and the coaching staff have told them starts at the start of a game and just after half time at the start of the second half, mate. Both of these times, team's gone straight out. Okay, we know what we're doing. 1 minute, we're down. 12 minutes, we're down. So I'm thinking that's the time of the game when the message should be the strongest in the player's head. And we should be going in there knowing exactly what we're doing. We had no clue. We had no clue possessionally.
And that's a worry, mate.
It is a massive worry. Massive worry, because I looked at that and went, you know what? When you're a defender, and I know what this is like, you think, right, there's another guy in there with me now, so maybe he's picking him up. Maybe he's picking him up. And that said everything like I just said, mate. Seven players in our own box, and we couldn't get anywhere near a ball with only 4 of them in there. And let's be honest, the guy who scored that second goal had all the time in the world. How is that physically possible in one 18-yard box, mate? That to me says that team did not know what they were doing. They were taking it for granted that we were overly defensive, and they switched off completely. If you do that against City, mate, it's night. It's night, and then we're in massive trouble.
You know what it is? We've got Super Chat here. Big up Super Chat already flying in already. You get me. Rohan Diaz, he says, board is the biggest issue at Man United and Arsenal ambition. Start from the top. They're the ones that hire yes men and lollipop managers like Tapas and Oli. You know what I mean? And it's kind of true, man. You know what I mean? When you look at it, do you think Oli's lost the bottle, man? Because I look at him and I think he came in with them buzzwords. He said, I'm going to be successful here. You know what I mean? We've got here already calling you out. Adam C. Europa. Final Balogun and Martinelli stand by. Listen, I don't want to talk about the Europa League, mate. You know what I mean? You guys enjoy that, mate. This is not where we want to belong, Zane. Yeah.
Just carry on having your Thomas party. You know what? And jig into all that, jig. Let's just while he moonwalks off the pitch, leaving his team right in it, yeah. And we'll deal with our mess here, mate.
You know what I mean? We'll deal with our mess. You know what I mean? You deal with your mess, and we'll deal with our mess. But you know what I mean? Like when you look at it, yeah, and the title of the video is Ollie's last chance to save his job, man. Has he lost the dressing room for you, man? You know what I mean? Decisions he's making here, man.
Oh, it's coming out, innit, mate?
Starting. It's all coming out, mate. Van der Beek not starting. Mata coming out with them comments about, you know, if you keep doing this, guys, you're gonna ruin this, and you're gonna ruin this, and you're gonna concede a lot of goals. It's not sustainable. Then you got the likes of Paul Pogba situation. You know what I mean? I'm sure we'll touch on that in a bit. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things going on at the minute, and I feel like for me, if Bruno even coming out today, I'd rarely see them kind of messages where he's saying that.
Said always picks the best times to freeze, doesn't it?
Froze there a little bit.
Mate, your freeze poses are epic. They really are. Someone's going to clip that. Can you hear me? Oh no, I've lost him now.
Can you hear me?
Oh, have you got me back? I've got you, mate. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, all right. Move it on. All right. Carry on.
Let me come in now.
And it's gone. Side needs the Ethernet cable, doesn't it?
What do you say? We're back, man. Just recharge your Wi-Fi. You know them ones there, man.
That's it, mate. Put a coin in the meter, Side.
I'm telling you, man. But it's you know what it is there for me. Yeah, I think it's lost the dressing room. I really. You see, Jesse Lingard, Ollie out. What does Ollie out mean? And he goes, you just follow that. Started playing the game.
Mate,
and I'm like, something's going wrong, man. Something has to be going wrong, man. Like,
yeah, I don't think that the players are completely on board with him, mate. We've spoke about it before, and we're hearing too many noises coming out now, aren't we? It's like all of a sudden Jesse Lingard's piping up simply because he's not getting in the team. He's kicking off. You know what I mean? He's kicking off because he can't get anywhere near the team. So I'd expect that from him. But to be honest, I'm not really concerned what Jesse Lingard says. I'm really not. He's not really done anything for us in 2 years, so I couldn't give a toss. Problem we've got is the 2 years that Ollie's been in charge, mate. That's what we're looking at, and we're looking at progression of players who has got better. Because we've seen Wan-Bissaka come in, brilliant. We've seen Maguire come in, superb. You know what I mean? And where they're at now has only happened. It's happened under Ollie's watch and his coaching team. Now, you can bring up the coaching setup and everything, and I understand the comment that someone made a minute ago in the super chat from the top above. Ed Woodward is the man who appointed Ollie Solskjær. He is to blame for putting a manager in that had no pedigree, off a knee-jerk reaction from a load of results. And don't get me wrong, I hold my hands up, I was rolled into it. I thought the players were playing for him. I thought he had a style that the players liked, and we're probably going to get the best out of this current squad. But we all know what happened as soon as he got that job, officially got that job, and we're not comparing Jurgen Klopp's stats from when he was an interim manager and the players really didn't care. They were just doing what they wanted and winning games at will because they were under no pressure on him. Since he's got the job, it just seems to have gone down a downhill spiral of us not looking like we know tactically what we're doing. Individual players' mentality dropping at the slightest little thing. Little thing. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think he can get into their heads to give him confidence. He said he talked about it. Talked about what went wrong, how we're losing, how we're not starting games off quickly. We spoke about it a lot. And then you go out to Europe and you're down 2-0 in 12 minutes. So, obviously, whatever you spoke about, the players weren't listening because they've just gone out and done even worse. It's unforgivable to be 2-0 down. Don't get me wrong, if someone scores two absolute worldies and there's nothing you can do about it, hands up. But they were it was shocking. We
got outsmarted,
shocking.
we got outwitted, we got outsmart. You know what I mean? And I just feel like for me, Ollie did not have any answers for every situation. They played 7 midfielders to combat our 7 defenders. Not one point did Ollie, even after the 3rd offside goal, mate, he didn't change anything. Like, seriously, man. I just feel like Ollie's lost for ideas, mate. And I feel like the more this keep happening, the more Man United suffer. You know what I mean? We're suffering right now. On the Mourinho we suffered, we sacked him. On the Van Gaal we suffered, we sacked him. Right now, everyone's suffering. Whether you're Ollie in or Ollie out, you're suffering right now. I mean, you can blame the board, and the board are a parasite. You know what I mean? What they call it? Woodward is a parasite. But same time, though, Adam, man, this Ole Gunnar Solskjær is clueless, man. You know what I mean? He brings off Telles, puts Shaw in there. Shaw straight away feels his hamstring, whatever, gets injured. He brings on Bradley Williams, He risked it again, brought on Bradley Williams, inexperienced, kid, and went out there and put him out to the sword. Lambs to the slaughter, as you call it, Lambs to the slaughter. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. Then he brought on Twan Zabi and what's it called? False Mensa, where you're trying to change the game. Like, what is he trying to do? Like, if this was Mourinho, right, everyone would be absolutely gun-hoing Mourinho. But right now, it's only give him time. How are you supposed to say that? Give him time when he's making these proper, like, you know, it's kamikaze, mate. It really is kamikaze, mate, what he's doing right now.
Mate, I can't forgive him for making Thursday nights hell again. I mean, I don't give a toss, mate. I'm done with Thursday nights. I don't care. I just literally play the reserves and the kids all the way through, see how far they get. I do not want to be in that competition. If he takes that competition seriously now, then you know what? It's the ultimate downgrade on last season, and it's embarrassing. It is massively embarrassing.
You know what, Adam? I think for me, this is Ollie's probably going to be Ollie's worst period, you know, because now he won't have in the Europa League games. He won't, if he doesn't play Bruno Fernandes and Rashford, and there's a massive drop off, I think it will show Ole Gunnar Solskjær for what he really is. I think you should just leave right now. Leave now and just save yourself the embarrassment, mate. Because if you play the likes of Lingard, Daniel James in these kind of games, and you're playing against some of them are good quality in Europa League, you know what I mean? Some of them are good quality, and you get spun over and you get embarrassed, then you know what, mate? People are going to see for what he is. And that's a dangerous game for him, man. It's dangerous for him. That's why you got to leave now, mate. Save the embarrassment. You've left Man United in a good position of challenging for somewhere. You know what I mean? Save yourself now, mate. You might get a job after this. You never know. You might get a job somewhere in League One, mate. You know what I mean? Like somewhere respectable, like Oldham Athletic. You know what I mean? Like, you might get somewhere, but leave now while you have the chance. While the fans just about can tolerate you. Just about can tolerate you, mate. You know what I mean?
Is it talking? I don't think he understands the severity of the situation for the fan base right now. He's talking about the Stretford Enders. You know what? Dragging the ball through. I know for certain. I've been told. I've spoke to that these hardcore Ollie in fans, the ones that say you have to back him, You know what I mean? Look what he's done. Look at this or that. The style is changing, the mentality. The simple fact of him putting Pogba on that pitch on Tuesday night has destroyed a lot of his hardcore following, mate. He doesn't understand. He does not understand. And then he comes out and speaks the way he speaks. Not one person at that football club has come out and addressed the Pogba situation. All he's done is just skated around the outside of it like it's nothing. Well, I'm sorry, I mean, it's massive to a lot of this fan base. It's massive because, let's not forget, he's backed Pogba all the way and he keeps on dropping him in it. He's not doing anything about it. And like you said then, mate, this rolls into what you just talked about then in terms of he cannot afford to not play the big players. Because then he has to do something like Nagelsmann's done, which is get some okay players to play as a team. And that's what Ollie has not been able to do. He's not been able to set a team out with a plan. And I just don't see how he turns it around. I want to be surprised, but honestly cannot see.
Is it the last Sunday for him, man? Like, if he loses in this derby, I feel like people are getting ahead of themselves saying that Ollie will save his job. Listen, man, I don't think so, mate. De Bruyne didn't play last time. When we played, Adam, you were there, mate. It was backs against the wall, 5 at the back, mate. Fred had an absolutely unbelievable game. McTominay was McTerminator, mate. That's what I call him that game, mate. He was unbelievable. And I give credit where it's due in that game. Although he's dropped off right now. We were unbelievable. Daniel James, mate, was running Otamendi down the channels, mate. You know what I mean? Like, it was... Wan-Bissaka was unbelievable. He kept Sterling out the game. He kept... was it Bernardo Silva? Aguero wasn't even firing that game. We had a lot for going for us that game, mate. And this team here, Man City now, with De Bruyne back, I'm fearing the worst, man. I really am. With our midfield, with our defence, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fearing the worst, man. And I think we played them at the wrong time, mate. They started to get themselves in the groove. You know what I mean? Man like Aguero's back, you know what I mean?
They've had a few tone-up games, haven't they? Just to rev themselves up, ready for us. Oh, mate, no. I know what you're saying. It is... They just look like they're just revving up at the right time while we're just taking our foot completely off whatever accelerator pedal we had it on in the first place. I think it's just... Look, it's like a blind man driving a car. I don't know if he's pressing the brake, the clutch, or the accelerator pedal, mate. That's what it's like at the moment. And you know what? Sometimes we get that accelerator pedal and we look absolutely... phenomenal.
What happened to the wheel, man? What happened to the bus, man? You know what I mean? Where's that bus that we had that was like, you know, feel good factor moments, mate? What happened to that bus, mate? You know what I mean? Can you describe? Obviously, you're the handyman. You know what I mean? What has happened to that bus,
mate? Well, I think the steering rack went, so the wheel went off ajar. So yeah, the steering it needed to get some tracking done. The wheel alignment completely shot. And now it looks like the ECU, the brain of the actual the computer of the vehicle, is just going into meltdown mode, mate. It needs a software update because we're falling behind. We're falling behind in terms of tactics, in terms of setup. We have got an all right setup in terms of the team. We've got balance there. Yes, our defence isn't the best, but this wasn't the worst defence before. You know what? It was all right. Yeah. And all of a sudden it's fallen off a cliff and we've not been able to turn it around. This coaching setup has not been able to fill this United defence with any confidence at all, because if this defence plays to its abilities, then we're all right. We're not having to defend and put 2 holding midfield players in. The fact that he's given up on the defence because he can't coach them is why we're playing 2 holding midfield players, and it's jeopardising our forward play because we cannot play we can't play our best system simply because the defence cannot hold up, can't hold its end up, and that's what's affecting our forward play. So for me, I'm just looking at, and my biggest concern is the drop off in the players' forms. It's like, what happened to Martial? What's happened to Maguire and Bissaka? Do you know what I mean? How long is it going to be?
Are these good players that have turned bad overnight, or is it the system you blame? The system and the way.
Mate. I mean, look at the start of last season. Bissaka, our defence was our best part of our team. You know what I mean? The attack wasn't all completely firing, but we always had a chance because we had Maguire there, we had Axel there, and it looked like that was the strongest part of our team last season. And all of a sudden, bang. So all right, I'm waiting for him to come back to form. I'm waiting for that few games where we actually really see what this multi-million-pound defence is actually made of. But it's got worse. It's got worse. It's got worse. The confidence, and now they're stuck in that Man United flux. New season has gone. New players gone, and now they're in the system. They're in that mixer, which completely destroys footballers' careers and turns them into players that just don't know what. It doesn't look like they know what they're doing. That's what we do to these players. We've done it. So look at James now. James is wishing he never came to the club because he's on the peripheral. His confidence is completely drained.
He's not even giving him a chance, Ollie. You know what I mean? Not even giving him a chance, mate. And that's the word. Imagine you travel all the way to Germany, not knowing you're playing. How has Ollie got us into this situation? Listen, I should always think in a squad, yeah, you should never have a player that you can't play. Do you know what I mean, Adam? You should never have a player that you say, no, he's not playing. Like, the fans should never ever say to a player, you're not playing. You know what I mean? We don't want you to play. Same way with Lingard, all these players that are coming over, and in our squad, you need a squad, mate. You know what I mean? You need a squad to compete. How are you telling me, right, you know what, Mata? Yeah, I don't need you. Lingard, I don't need you. Igalo, I don't need you. That's 4 attacking players I need, mate.
Said that we've got 5. No, I look at it where the most condemning fact of that is that you just said there. We had 5 substitutes to make on Tuesday night. 5 to make. We're 2-0 down in the biggest game of the season that the owners above you need the money for. I mean, the difference in money from Europa League to... I mean, just for an example, just to get into the last 16 of the Champions League, it's more money than the final of the Europa League. So you can imagine how much the owners are banking on Champions League. The problem we've got is, like I said then, we're 2-0 down in the game that we need to win. We've got 5 substitutes to make. We've got 4 forwards on the bench. We make 3 defensive sub changes and 2 midfield changes. Well, we're 2 and 3-0 down. That basically backs up your point as well, to say he cannot trust them players that he's got on the bench. And the problem he's got is the so-called players that he thinks he can trust are now also letting him down, and he won't drop them. Because if De Gea turns up in that number 1 shirt at weekend, I'm losing all faith in him completely. Because what De Gea did on Tuesday was an absolute disgrace. Maguire was at fault, yes, but
so, I know, you know what? Fair play to you, Adam. Fair play to you. You know what, man? Fair play to you, because listen, Lindelof made a mistake for giving it away easily. You know what I mean? Maguire, I'm Pogba. Maguire, listen, no more Harry Beckenbauer FC, mate. You know what I mean? I've cancelled my contract with them. You know what I mean? We've done with that. You know what I mean? But what you got to realise is De Gea came out half-eyed. He came out, you know what I mean? He wanted to go forward, then he went back, and I was like, ooh. For me, Henderson is cleaning him out, mate. Henderson is cleaning him out, mate.
He would. I've got no time for players like that. I know. I'll never forget what certain players do for the clubs, but I'm supporting this season. I'm supporting this season. I'm not supporting what happened last season. You know, it's like you with Harry Maguire. You backed him all last season, but you cannot hide away from what's actually happening in front of you. And sometimes you have to go, I love this guy. I like what he did last year, but seriously, come on now, give your head a wobble, because that is nowhere near good enough. And how they messed that up between them. But to turn your head, never mind your back, not even looking at the ball because you're scared of getting one in the face or scared of getting a clout, then
you know when you do that, and he comes out his legs.
He turned his head the opposite way. He didn't even see the ball go in because he was looking the opposite way because he didn't want to get it in the face. That's unforgivable for me. It really is. And I just think, I'm looking at it going, okay, here's your big test now. Not only on the result against Man City, but who you pick in that team, mate. Because you've got some of your so-called go-to players who you always pick are letting you down big time. Yeah. And if you don't drop them, then they will drop you. They're going to be at this club longer than what you are, and he's just not seeing it, mate. He's just not seeing it.
He's fixated on a squad, man. He's fixated on a squad. You know what I mean? And that's the worry for me. By the way, we've got nearly 700 people live in this video. Please smash the like on the video. You get me? And share the video. You know what I mean? But when you look at him, man, he's fixated on Wan-Bissaka. He's fixated on Maguire. Listen, if you want Maguire on the team, for the better of the fan, I think most of the fan base want Maguire on that team. You know what I mean? If you're going to do...
Oh my God, he's gone. That was a quick, sharp shot to nowhere from Said then, wasn't it? That was full on at Said, mid-flow, and then bang, gone. So, no, if you are tuning in just now, it isn't Madrid United, which is my channel. It is United Central, but Said has just gone for a Burton.
Yo.
And hang on, he's back. There he is. And he sounds like...
over again. Bloody hell.
Mate, that one was like a... That was like a... Gone. Straight out, that one.
I think he heard the Maguire out, and he was like, whoa, what's going on here? You know, the screeners, you know what I mean? Like, but you know what I mean, though? Like, if you're going to show bottle, get these guys out of the team. Show the bottle then. You know what I mean? Show that you can Van der Beek right. I'm playing him now. Show your bottle, but he's not doing it, though. He's not doing it, man. And I'm just like... I think Ollie, for me, is treading on eggshells. It really is, man. He's a Man United manager, yeah, but he's treading on eggshells, mate, because he don't know what to make the right decisions, and he's choosing passion merchants, yeah, over quality football, mate. You know what I mean? And that is why Man United would never, ever get anywhere. I'm telling you now, man. They would never get anywhere, mate.
No, mate, these players need a dictator. They need someone who is going to... And you can say Mourinho, but Mourinho only works when he's got someone above him who's actually buying players and bringing other stuff in that he needs. So for me, he'd have walked into United, Mourinho, and thought, I'm at United. This is one club who is going to stand by me and actually give me some money. So I've just looked at that and gone, right, okay, he's gone to Spurs, and you can see it now that they're all buying in to exactly what he's saying. So I've got to look at it and go, right, okay, this board won't give Ollie any more money because they don't believe in him anymore.
He's got a year and a half on his... Has he got a year or a year and a half on his contract, Ollie?
Yeah, that shouldn't even be... It shouldn't even be muted and mentioned an extension on any contract, because only contracts should be dealt with at the end of a season when you should be judged. See a long-term contract. Edward has said we need a long-term vision for this football club. How are you supposed to see a long-term vision with Ole Gunnar Solskjær? How? Long-term visions don't count without the Champions League, mate, because the club don't have the money. 100 million they've lost this today in the Champions League. How can the owners not see that? You know what I mean? I always think, they're trying to, you know what I mean, make United wait like they do always with transfers and just make them suffer. Until we suffer the hardest, then they'll bring a new manager. Then only will they bring a new manager. I feel like they want us to suffer, man, and that's the problem. They are not here for trophies. They are here for money and good vibes, mate. That's what they're here for, the owners, yeah? They're here for the fan base to say, you know what? They've got a legend in charge of this football club. How can they turn against Ole Gunnar Solskjær? They can't turn Ole Gunnar Solskjær, and they won't turn on the Glazers, because you know why? Ole Gunnar Solskjær said, what did he say? Don't turn on us, he said. Remember? He said, don't turn on us. Don't protest to the Glazers. He is their lynch man. He's a person that will be the stopgap for them. And we're in a predicament, Adam, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see... I'm looking at this City game. Even if we lose 6-0, I still don't think he'll leave, man. I still don't think he'll leave, man. And that's the worrying thing, man. You know what I mean? Yes, we are 4-5 points behind the top. Yes, but is that a true reflection of where Man United are for the last 7 years, man? No, it isn't, man. It really, really isn't. He said it there, mate, long-term plan. Has he got the experience for this job? Well, he's been at Man United for 2 years now. If you can't pick up what this is all about in 2 years, then the long-term plan gets thrown out the window, doesn't it? Because you can have a strategy with a different manager as well. So, for me, United having Ollie in charge, I'm listening to more and more experts talk about it now. It's just like, and you always hear it, don't you? You always hear it. People say, and the opposition fans are laughing. Every time we win a game, they laugh because it keeps Ollie in a job another week longer. The problem he's got is... He hasn't got toxic enough yet, mate. Listen, mate. It's toxic. Yeah, but he doesn't realise, because he hasn't got the fans there. He's not listening. He doesn't realise how bad it is. He thinks that things are still okay. They're not. The fan base is turning, and it's turning on him. He doesn't understand
Yeah.
Attacking the agent. Let me get this right. An agent is paid by that player.
Yeah.
So that agent is being paid by that player to represent him, to speak for him in public and in private. And Pogba has done nothing to stop. Don't get me wrong, Pogba with the lads, no issue at all. I don't think one person's got a problem with Pogba at all. But there's no way that Pogba did not know what Raiola was coming out with. Ollie can't stop it. He cannot stop it. You know what I mean, mate? Any other manager in this league would have had an issue with that. There's one player who at this football club who has kicked up a stink like Pogba has. I mean, Rooney did it. He got quashed straight away by Fergie. Fergie absolutely nailed him. It does not happen. We've got no control. He doesn't. To me, from the outside, doesn't look like he's got any control of any player.
That's what I mean. I feel like we're just. It's not strong enough mentally to deal with this. You know what I mean? He said, Pogba knows what's right for himself, and I'm like, yeah, but you tell Pogba to tell Raiola to shut up.
Yeah, you do that. That's what you've got to do as a manager. You say, look, your money that this club is paying you for wages, you're using that money to pay for this guy to speak for you. So we can all see it. We can all see it. I mean, not one manager has managed to get Pogba into this team. Not one manager has made Pogba work. And now you can see where he's sort of leaning to. He's thinking he's probably got one more chance. He's got one more chance at another club.
What does he do now? Like, be honest with yourself. Like, what does he do now if he's in the squad right now? Like, there's a lot of people saying play him. He's right there. There's a lot of people saying don't play him. He's total disgrace to this football club. What do you do until January, Adam? There's still a couple of weeks till January. You know what I mean? Like, you either play him. I don't see a club playing. I say, how much is he worth, Paul Pogba? Do you reckon for you?
Right now, someone's paying about 50 million for him, aren't they? That's it.
Okay, 50 million. Do you see a club play 50 million in this kind of, in what we're doing right now in this pandemic? Are you seeing a club pay 50 million for him and the wages that he's on? He's on 300 grand a week, mate. He's on 300 grand a week. That's a lot of money, man.
There's only one club. There's only one club he's going to, mate, and that's Juve.
But Juve said they won't buy him until they sell someone. Who are they selling him?
Well, they've got players they can sell. To be honest, haven't they, mate? They've got a massive squad that they can get rid of wages.
Swap for Dybala?
No. He's another mercenary. I don't want Dybala, mate. I'd go for De Ligt. That's who I would go for, Juve. That's a defender, I know, and that's a leader. That's a leader. What position do we need the most? Take advantage of it. Do you know what I mean? Take advantage of it. You know what I mean? You've got a young defender in there who is an absolute. He's a baller. He's a leader, and let's get right. He's coming into a team with Bonucci in there, and he struggled to get his first team play. But you'd expect that with the Italian defenders that are there. He's gone in to test his mettle against the best, and you know what? He'll get his chance. But right now, you've got to look at a situation and go, let's take advantage of it. Matthias De Ligt is absolutely perfect for United.
That's a good option. A lot of people say Ronaldo, bring Ronaldo home. You know what I mean?
I don't want him to. I don't want to lose another player that I used to love, mate, because we will destroy him again. This is what it is. We will destroy him again.
Right now, you know what I mean? You're making Ronaldo look like, listen, mate, you know what I mean? I know he's got magic, but Juventus play around him, mate. You know what I mean? By the way, we've got nearly 900 people watching this video. Please. You know what I mean? Like the video, guys. Please like the video. Let's get at least 500 likes, man. Come on, people. You know what I mean? You're looking at this derby, Adam. You know what I mean? We're calling it the last chance of Ollie. You know what I mean? What will it take for you, like, honestly, for Ollie to finally be gone, man? What will it take? You know what I mean? A hammering? How do you see the game going, mate? Because does form go out the window, for you? In the Premier League, we're doing all right, Adam. We're doing all right in the Premier League. Does that result on the thingy change everything for you? Like, does that just change the whole lot, mate? Going out in the group stages.
That for me, that's hurt me. In the week, mate. That hurt me more than anything because I can't live with Thursday nights. I just can't. It's an embarrassing competition.
Even if they gave me a ticket, Adam, I won't take it. That 2,000, I'll just give it back, mate. I say, you know what, give it to someone else, mate.
I mean, I'd probably go just for the sake of getting out of the house and just getting a different environment.
You know what I mean?
But for me, I'm still struggling with it now. I really am, mate. You could probably tell in like my tone at the moment. But that more than anything destroyed me in the week. It really did. And if I have to follow that up this weekend with everyone around me, and you'll know, mate, with all your City friends in your house there, if they batter us,
you know what I'm gonna have to do, guys. You don't understand, guys. Yeah, for the watch along against Man United, yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the other room. You know what I mean? There's gonna be 2 rooms here. There's one, and my other brother who's a United fan, and there's another 2 or 3 that are City fans. So listen, it's a split, divided fan base in the house, mate. You know what I mean? This is how bad it is, Adam, man. I've got to scream in the other room for this game because if I do it here, mate, listen, mate, they'll be all on top of me, mate. You know what I mean? Singing Aguero, singing. You know what I mean? You play Wednesday. You know what's the song? You know we play Wednesday on something like that. Thursday night. You play Thursday because you're effing. You know what I mean? Like this what's gonna happen, mate. You know what I mean? Like I'm done, man. I am done. Listen, they
don't understand.
Me,
they do not care.
They're on a Thursday night.
They do not care. These players what they have done to us. Ollie does not care what he's done to us.
Care, man. Man's suffering, man. I'm suffering.
Does not.
Adam, I used to take the missus out on a Thursday, and now I've got to say to her, listen, you know what I mean? We've got to watch Europa League. Sorry, it's cancelled now. You know what I mean, Adam? This is what we're dealing with right now.
I'm not cancelling Alfie's football training on a Thursday for this lot. No, they can do one, mate. They can do one now with that. I'm not having that. I'm going down to Salford, mate, doing football training. I'm fucking forget it.
You might hear them from Salford, though, mate. It's not far away from Salford.
I know, mate. I know, but I'm not a finger. I'm not doing a watch along for this. I won't do it, mate. I will not do it for the Europa League. I can't get up for it. It depresses me, mate. It destroys our season. And all I can see is him playing Rashford and Bruno constantly, smashing them to pieces. And it's horrible, mate. It's horrible.
What about that question there, mate? That question there, Spanky. You know what I mean? He says, do you guys think I lost to City gets Ollie sacked?
If he gets a big loss, then...
Big loss, I reckon.
Mate, if he gets absolutely smashed off the park, and then he maybe loses to Everton, and we're out the Carabao Cup as well.
Well, we got Everton straight away after.
I think we got Everton next week, haven't we?
I think we're playing there Thursday night, aren't we? And it's not Europa League, by the way. I mean, we're playing Thursday night Sheffield. Is it not? I don't know, guys. Let me know. Let me know in the comments below.
Because I know we've got
900 people here.
I know we've got one of them games on Amazon coming up against Sheffield United as well, which is the
Thursday.
Got to try and get that channel sorted now. So.
You know what I mean? I might have to just put in the, you know what I mean, the 3-month subscription, mate. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
We've got 900 people here, guys. Like the video, guys. Come on.
Well, let's get to 1,000 before we finished out.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? It's that much ban at United, mate. People are wanting to hear us, mate. But big up you guys for coming in, mate. Like,
mate, I just had the Terry Dunfield, ex-City Academy player, on my channel earlier on. I was talking to him before, and he was just talking there. He's saying maybe, and this is his point on Bruno Fernandes. He says, I don't think United are ready and can accommodate a player as good as Bruno Fernandes. That's why he's constantly playing. That's why he looks like he's ill-disciplined. That's why he looks like he's coming out of position. He's trying things he shouldn't try. Because the team cannot cope with him. The team isn't on the same level, mate, to play with him. And he's looking at it going, I can't pick one United defender over one City defender.
Yeah.
The only argument in the whole setup, really, is maybe Fred and Bruno getting into the team. Everyone else is just like, you just know what City are bringing, whereas United,
have you seen the
you ain't got a clue.
Have you seen the start? In the 2 years Ollie has been, he has never picked the same team twice.
What, in consecutive games?
Twice. I think, in consecutive games. I think that's the start, I think. Let me know if I'm wrong on that one. He hasn't.
Is that right? He did it a few times after lockdown, didn't he?
I think, I'm sure I see something. He hasn't done the consecutive. I don't think it's teams. It must be something, honestly. I've just seen a stat, like, but it's just, for me, he don't know his best 11. That's what we're saying right now. We don't know his best 11. Van der Beek, don't know what's gone on there, mate. I don't know what's gone on there. I don't know what's gone on there, mate. You know what I mean? And sorry, my bad. I think I got that wrong. Yeah, he put one in the post lockdown. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I think he did. It was. This is that. It's like this. I can take all the banter and everything like that, but it's just knowing that Thursday nights, mate, I can't get it out of my head. It's destroyed me. That has pushed me a long way over the line to thinking that this is just not going to work. It really is. I had someone actually come back on me and say he made them defensive substitutions because he was thinking of the derby. I'm like, are you really saying that right now? Are you trying to defend him for that? That with 20 minutes to go, 15 minutes to go, he was just giving up? Because that's what it is. Are you just giving up? I mean, people are still trying to defend that like it wasn't his fault. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like I said before, the start of the second half, the start of the game is when your manager's words and your tactics and what you spoke about in the dressing room, that's when it should be fresh in your mind. And we went on from the word go. Absolutely. And that's what's getting me. That's what's getting me. So it's like, why are we going in and what have we done on the training ground if the first thing we do in every single game is just forget everything? Because that's what we have been doing.
Though? What's the reason we're starting slow? What's the reason why Matt is coming out and saying this is not sustainable? A lot of people said individual brilliance. A lot of people are saying it's relying heavily on Bruno. There's not much tactics going on. Why? What's wrong with this slow start, man? Is it down to the kind of coaching methods of how chilled it is that, these players are not going to be like, when you look at the players, they're not really shouting at each other, are they? They're not really demanding enough. I think Bruno demands a lot from the players, but the rest of them are just in their zone. You know what I mean? We'll get there, man. Don't worry. You know what I mean? We'll turn up. Don't worry. There's no pre-game umph about us, man. It's like we come out there, express yourself, lads. You know what I mean? And we'll win the game. We're Man United. We'll win the game. Like, why is it like this, man? Why are we so slow? That West Ham game, another day, Haller would have turned into, Prime Drogba, but he didn't. He turned into, I don't know, mate. You know what I mean? Like, and it was, for me, you can't do that, man. Southampton, if they just sit back after that 2-0, mate, they would have been coasting that game. We can't be doing this, man. We cannot be doing this, man. It's not sustainable to keep doing this. And Man City, mate, if they have 1-0 up, mate, if they go 1-0 up in the first 20 minutes, boy, they'll pick us off, Adam. They will pick us off.
Mate, yeah, there's not going to be any sitting back from City. I mean, this is where I think... This is where Pep's downfall is, because all he has to do, he doesn't even have to risk it. All he has to do is sort of sit back and wait for United to make the error. The City will pick us off on the press. They don't need to create anything. They'll make something from our mess. That's what they will do. They don't have to risk it. They don't have to go gun-ho. All they have to do is just sit in, be disciplined, which they are, and they know how to be disciplined, unlike us, and they will win the game comfortably.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You take all emotion out of it. You say, go on then, United. What are you going to do? And ultimately, we'll try and pass out from the back with De Gea, who's useless at it, with Maguire, who has gone completely down at it, Bazaka, nightmare at it, Lindelof, let's not get into it, and then throwing someone under the bus like Tellez, who probably won't even start now. It'll be Luke Shaw. Was Luke Shaw injured, actually? Did he
be back. He'll find somewhere to be back in the squad, mate. You know what I mean? It's no doubt about that, man. Like, and in the midfield, like, that midfield, yeah, okay, Fred is there. Do you start McTominay for you?
Against City?
Yeah.
No. I don't play.
And it's like, I know for me, he will not play Van der Beek, mate. In that squad, I think we're going for a 5 at the back, and we are looking to contain City, and it's going to be disaster, mate. It really is, mate. It's going to be disaster.
We can't contain City. We cannot do that.
You've got to play your own game.
We ain't got a game. That's the problem, mate. We ain't got a game, have we? We don't know.
What we do with Ollie? If we can't play our game, we can't contain. What are we doing with Ole Gunnar Solskjær? Can you tell me?
This is where the decision is going to come down to in the end, mate. This is where he's going to lose it, because people are going to say, "What was the game plan?" And he'll go, "Well, we were unlucky. We had an all right spell. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We're 2 years in now. Well over 100 games into United career." Yeah. And we haven't got a plan. We don't know what we're doing going forward. We're just relying on absolute brilliance, which bailed us out last season. We wouldn't have been in the Champions League if it weren't for lockdown. Because I think that came at the right time and just gives us enough options in our squad with Pogba and Rashford coming back. And I'm just looking at it now going, right, we can't play our game because we haven't got a game. And ultimately, it's too easy to play against, which it was against Leipzig. We have no press. We have no idea how to press.
No, we don't.
What's that say? Adam Ollie's face. Yeah. Oh no. I know, I'm sick of seeing his face this week. I'm sick of seeing it. But you looked at Leipzig's press and how it works. You could see it. It was brilliant. And then you looked at ours and it was like, I was saying it in the watch along. I just said, look, here we go. There's one player bypassed. There's another player he's bypassed because we're too far apart. We've got no structure in terms of how we want to. We don't press as a team. It's half-hearted. And in the end, it's too easy to play against because you know you're going to be able to get possession against United because we can't win it back. And then you come forward and you go, right, we've got a chance against this defence because even when they've got 7 at the back, they still ain't got a clue what they're doing and there's holes everywhere. Absolutely. That's all training ground stuff, mate. It's simple as, it's training ground stuff. And if he says they work on stuff on the training ground and they speak about stuff, then ultimately you have to either be lying or these players just don't give a toss about what you're saying because whatever you said about going and having poor first halves and having to come back all the time completely happened again against Leipzig. It was just completely forgotten about. It's like this is the norm now. It's just here we go. Here we'll fight back here now 3-2 and on paper it looks like a close game, like we give it a go, but we were unlucky and the exact words came out of his mouth.
That penalty should not be a penalty, mate.
No,
you know what I mean? In reality. And that goal came off Maguire's hand. You know what I mean?
I think it hit his head. But you know what, mate? Can you imagine if they scored that own goal in injury time and we went through? Oh my God! There's no United fan. There's no United fan in the world who wouldn't have come out of that game and said we were incredibly lucky. And that word has come out a lot this season, mate. It really has.
Someone say this, I predicted it all, mate. I predicted it since Newcastle away, Adam. When I told you, I said we've got a Sunday League coach at best, mate. You know what I mean? And I just feel like, it's not going to get any better, man, Adam. It really is not going to get any better.
This is the first game of the season, mate, where I don't think we can win. This is the first time, mate, I've gone into a game. Mate, yeah, I should be a coach, mate. I should be. I played at an alright level, so I know what's needed, especially in the defence. I definitely know about that. But like I said, going into the City game, I've been confident in every game that we could win it, and there's a way of winning it. But right now, looking at how this team is, what's been said, how the body language is of our players at the moment, this is the first game this season where I'm going, you know what, this probably isn't going to go well. I can see it going wrong from the start. I just don't. I've no good vibes from anyone. I mean, you can say Bruno, but if half the team aren't behind him, then he's not going to work for him either. Because all you have to do is go right. What's United's strengths? It's one man, and that's Bruno. We'll have 3 men on him because Ollie's playing 7 defenders, and they can't hurt us. It's exactly what Leipzig did.
I think they'll bring out Fernandinho. I think last year they played Fernandinho Otamendi, mate, last game.
Mate, like Nagelsmann is a good manager. We talked about it beforehand and we said he'll have a plan for tonight. And he's seen that team. Mate, he's seen that team and he went, boys, back in. I'm changing my plan. Here's what we do. Yeah? And this is exactly what he did. He went, right, okay. They've got 7 defenders. 7 defenders. So which one of them is going to hurt us? Which one of them's going to hurt us? Absolutely none of them. Okay, so let's smash Bruno to pieces. Yep. Let's take him out of the game. United are done. Game over. That's exactly what happened. As soon as Bruno got the ball, he kept getting deeper and deeper and deeper.
Look at this guy, man. Carefree Lewis is here, man. You know what I mean? He's giving the club, man. Listen, you'll be out next round, mate. You know what I mean? Don't worry, man. Round of 16 for you guys. You get me? Just chill out, mate. You know what it is, Adam, yeah? How do you stop this City team, mate? You know what I mean? Like, is there any weak links in this team? Is there any weak links?
Yeah, there is, mate.
Is there any weak links in this team? We've got a
There
super
is.
chat here, 1 second. Barry Haynes, Samson, super chat, he goes, ever had so much say about the love for his football club, called out Van der Beek when people want him to start. Haven't heard him say the word about the disgrace of Pogba and the situation, and Riola comments. Maybe he'll be there the derby day. We don't know, mate. You know what I mean? But thanks
Yeah,
for the
but one thing I will say, Scholes had plenty to say about it the other night.
Yeah, he did. He backed up.
He actually backed up Pogba as a character, saying he's not helping him at all. But he has to step up as well. He has to step up and say, you know what? Shut your mouth. You're destroying my career here. Under your guidance, under your agents there, my value dropped 30 million. Do you know what I mean? So he's the one who got in the move at the end of the day. So I'd look at it and go, hang on a minute, mate. Let's just tone it down a little bit. Let's stop talking crap and let me try and get back in this team and build up some money. You know what I mean? Build up some value again like someone wants, because to spend 80 million for Pogba? He's now 50 million. Harry Maguire, 80 million. How much is he now?
40 million, probably. 40.
Mate, you're talking the demise of so many players. It's not just one.
Wan-Bissaka.
Exactly.
Right now.
He's not getting in the England team, mate.
Listen, he's looking to go Congo. You know what I mean? He's looking to go back abroad. You know what I mean? And you know what it is, yeah? I look at this Man United team and I just look at maybe Greenwood on his day. Someone says, "Hey, how could I be a member?" Just literally in the description below. Join it in the description below. There's a click button. Click that member. You can be a member and support the channel. And for everyone else who wants to be a member, hit the description and you can check the member or press the join button. That makes it easy for you.
Yeah, go on the main page and press the join button.
Yeah, main page, press the join button. Also, go check out Adam's channel as well. That will be on the title of the video as well. But yeah, like what was I saying there, mate? Just in general. What was I saying there, mate? I forgot.
Oh God.
Mate, that's how my guy to do it, mate.
City's weak links and
yes, there is
Greenwood.
No weak. Greenwood on his day can do something. That was what I was talking about. Greenwood on his day. Martial's injured. Cavani's injured. Apparently Cavani might be starting, but I don't. If he's not fully fit, mate, you don't want to be playing against Laporte and Diaz, mate. They'll make him look like a retired for what he is, mate, and he is on the end of his career. He's given us something, but he is towards the end of his career. Listen, Rashford, is he the one to kind of spark you in there? Oh, he's on. Oh, let me just bring it up there. Yeah, there we go. Red Lucifer, shout out to you.
You found it.
You get me? Shout out to you, man.
It.
But yeah, man, like guys, I'm gonna put it to the comments as well. Who do you think on their day can be dangerous for Man City? Let me know in their comments below. Bruno, obviously the biggest one. But if they notify Bruno and they get Gundogan and Rodri around him, which they will do, if they get him around him, I think that's over for us, you know. We are gone.
That's how you beat United. That's how you beat him. That's how you do it. You take away the main threat. If you're going to play Paul Pogba, you're playing with Bruno. But I'm in the category now of saying, right, Pogba's done. If he don't come out and sort this out and this mess off the pitch, then it's just showing that there's no control at this football club at all, and I give up completely. I really do. I just think it's a joke. But I just think
Madrid United.
Yeah. Cheers, boys. Check it out.
Link is in the title. You click on there, you can still stay on the stream. Someone says here, how would you feel if we meet Tottenham in the Europa League next round? I don't think we can meet them in the next round, can we? It's the next round after, isn't it?
No, you can't in the last 32.
No, in the last 32.
God, mate, the last 32, even that on its own was depressing, isn't it? It's like you're starting all over again in the Donkey Cup. It's, mate.
Just started again, basically. Started again.
It is. It's horrible. It's absolutely disgusting. You know what? No one can get up for it. No one can get up for that. Unless you're in it from the start and your levels are there.
What about John Stones? He's played very well lately, you know what I mean? John Stone. You know what? I'm surprised he's took Laporte out of the team, you know. They call him the Barnsley Beckham now, but you know what I mean?
But this is it.
What? John Stones is starting ahead of Laporte. That's how big their squad is. Stones,
but mate, look at this though. That's Pep Guardiola making use of a squad.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing. Everyone thought Stones was done. All of a sudden, he's gone, right, we've not been able to get rid of him. Can I use him? can I stretch my squad out a bit? And bang, there you go. It's done. He's done it, mate.
They work well, you know. I think they work well. They've got a balance here. I think he's got a passing accuracy of 97% each game, mate. You know what? I'm quite surprised by Stones. I really am. I look at their team. De Bruyne, very, very good on his day. You know what I mean? He's their maestro. Mahrez, for me, I'm worried about him, mate. Him against Shaw, maybe. Sterling, will he want to come out of Wan-Bissaka's pocket? You know what I mean? And try play out. You know what I mean?
There's never a better time to try it, mate, is there?
Never a better time to try it. You know what I mean? Jesus with his movement. I think Jesus is very, very. As much as I give him banter, and I say, you know what I mean? He's the Samba. You know what I mean? The Samba. You know what I mean? But he is quite an underrated player, and he gives them a lot of movement. Against Lindelof Maguire, I'm very worried, man. I can't see a weakness in their team, man. And I don't see how we beat them, mate. At home as well, we're not good, mate. We get picked off the park, mate. You know what I mean? I'm just glad Fred's back. Fred is the biggest plus. You know what I mean? I think he's the biggest plus. If he's backfiring, then we might have a chance. But what are you going for your team, mate? Because I don't know, mate.
Mate, I don't care. I do because it's the derby, mate, and you know we're both Manchester lads, and we know the shit we're going to get this week. Yeah, mate, I'd go Henderson. All right, I'm going. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Henderson in goal. The hair out of there. Yeah. Not for me.
I'm with you on that one. I'm with you.
Yeah. I've got to go Wan-Bissaka at right back because of his performances against Sterling before, so that's a no-brainer. He's not playing well, but you know what? We've got something to look at there, and to say he likes playing against him. And Wan-Bissaka, when he's having to just fully defend all the time, he's better. He's not expected to go forward. It doesn't work in a 5, does it? We've tried it. It's been hit and miss, but ultimately against the best, it's failed. It's failed completely. But for a few last-ditch tackles against PSG, probably would have failed again. But last-ditch tackling isn't what I want to see. I want to see in control of the game, interceptions and reading the game. The biggest part of a defender is reading the game. Now, I know this. I was all right, reasonably quick, but I knew exactly where a striker was going to go. And that's how I played my game. This basics. It's basics defenders, but this lot don't. I can't understand it. So, as a defensive line, I've got Pizaka there, and the rest, I couldn't give a toss, mate. I really couldn't. Because I don't trust Maguire, I don't trust Lindelof. I'd want Tellers in, but I know Shaw's probably going to be in. You know what, mate? I wouldn't have any issue if Toonzabe and Bailly came into the team, mate, and he changed it all around.
Bailly even available, mate? What is he doing? I don't know what he does, mate. You know what I mean? Did he even travel for the game against Leipzig?
I don't know. He's in training, I know that, so I don't know what's going on.
I don't understand this. He's training, but he's not match ready. But then you're not playing him in under 23s. What has gone wrong with these players, man? Honestly, it's starting to piss me off. Bailly is in a squad for literally good vibes. Is he here just to collect his money?
I don't know, mate.
People say he's available. He's not available.
He is.
Well,
he's not available. He's not available to Ollie, though. Ollie's not having any of him.
Is it because of the Tottenham game, do you reckon, where he just had enough of him? The Tottenham game, was that
that was just rash, wasn't it, all over the place. That was like, it was just like completely, everyone was just in mode rash. Because it was just stupid individual mistake. They're like one-off games, aren't they? But that could happen against City, but us not being completely rash, them just completely passing us off the park.
Yeah.
So there's my defence. You know what? There's even a shout for Fosu Mensah to come in, mate. I honestly don't care. I don't care. I'm waiting for someone to stand up and say, Adam, I'm playing for this football club. That's what I want. I just don't see. I don't see a team.
We thought our defence was a bit solid last season. You know what? I reckon that was because we were just defending a lot, and we played a lot of 5 at the backs, a lot of, you know what I mean, a lot of Bruno Magics. I don't know, mate. I really, really don't know, man. And
I know.
Okay, so you know that.
Yeah,
I think we're going 5 at the back. You know, I think we're going 5 at the back, mate. I think we're looking to stink it out, mate. So I'm going.
This would be the first time that we've seen 5 at the back at Old Trafford.
First time
that I can remember.
Oh, this season, I think. This season, yeah.
I just
I think we
can't.
did it against Man City, didn't we?
I think it changed, didn't it? It kept changing, chopping and changing. But
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go five at the back then. We'll go. So I'll say my defense and you say yours. So you said your defense. I'm going to go with five at the back. I'm going to go with Wan-Bissaka, Henderson. Obviously, Henderson in there. Wan-Bissaka, Twanzebe, Maguire, Lindelof. Then I'm going to go with Telles at left back, even though I know Shaw will be in there. Right, midfield. You say your midfield now.
Midfield, Van der Beek and Fred.
Yeah, Van der Beek and Fred, I can agree with that one. Yeah, that's fair.
Because you're not going to get battlers at that area of the pitch. That's going to be at the other end. So I think Van der Beek, robust, good on the ball, can link up the play. And you know what? We're going to need players who've got confidence on the ball in this game, who can take care of it, because City are just going to get it off us at ease. If we play any one of, I think, Matic, McTominay plays, he's not going to... I mean, he'll be hard in the tackle and he will show passion, which I've got to give him credit for, because not a lot of players do that.
No.
But at the end of the day, we need something else in there. Someone else who can help Bruno, because if you take him out of the game, if you've got someone else like Van der Beek coming in there to help out, you've got half a chance. But if it's Matic and McTominay or Fred without a Van der Beek, then they're just not going to be able to offer anything to that forward line. So, yeah, that's mine. In the holding role, I'm going with Fred and Van der Beek.
Yeah, I'm going with that as well. I think their quality. I think we need that, man. We need to hold the ball, mate. And I think them two kind of give us that quality. I think they're not available, guys. Not from what I know. I'm going to go with the same. No, I don't think Martial. I think both of them are not, mate. You know what I mean? So let's go with that for both of them. For them ones, I'm going to go with Bruno in the 10. Can we agree on that one?
Yep.
Yeah, Bruno in the 10. I think that makes sense. And then up top, it kind of makes sense again. You know what I mean? Rashford and Greenwood up front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the perfect balance for you? You know what I mean? Is that the best? That's probably the best we can get, can't we? Without Martial, without Cavani. You know what I mean? That's probably what we can get. And the main question I want to ask everyone is, you know what I mean, nearly 1,000 people watching us. Smash a like on the video, share the video as well. The result, mate. The dreaded result, mate. What do you think is going to happen in the Manchester derby? And let me know in the comments below, guys. Manchester derby, what is your result for the game? Spam the comments in, you get me? You're missing a player. We're not missing a player. We said 5-3-2. Yeah. So, 5-3-2.
Yeah, you had Bruno just in front of Van der Beek and Fred, and then Rashford and Greenwood up front.
City, bloody hell, mate. These are going in hand, mate. 3-1.
Mate, they're fresh as well, aren't they? They rested all sorts of players.
City. Bloody hell, mate. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think De Bruyne has played a game in Europe.
3-1. Come on, big up Hamza. Someone says another 6-1. I don't know who said it for. 3-1. 2-1 United. United to win. 4-1 City. 6-1 City. I don't know if there's a lot of City fans or we're just that depressed, mate. You know what I mean? It's not looking good.
Everyone's playing reverse psychology mode. That's what it is.
Well, I hope it works for us, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've got a 9-2 and a 10-0 there.
5-2 City. Twanzebe then 2-1 United. Oh my goodness, 1-1 draw. 9-0 City. Yeah, now you're taking a big boogie. Boogie me, man. Take a little boogie, mate. You know what I mean? Like,
mate, you got Sylvie Rodriguez.
Hey?
10-0.
10-0, man. Wow, man. You, man, are crazy. 17-1 United. I think they're taking a bit. We're not FIFA playing mode here. We've got a super chat here. Cool post, bro. He goes, I'm not confident. I think our defense is gone. But to be honest, I think it will be a humbling. I really do. I can't argue with that, mate. I really can't, man.
It's got the vibe of that Carling Cup, that League Cup game. When was that when it all kicked off outside, mate? And it.
Yeah.
Listen,
it kicked off outside to tell you that, mate. You know what I mean?
Remember, it was voice messaging you. It was like, every time a voice messenger, we were a goal behind. It was literally that first half from hell, wasn't it?
Oh, my God, mate. It was literally like Jones calamity. Oh, my goodness me. You know what I mean? But what are you saying, Adam? What are you going to give us any hope, mate? Are you going to give us any hope that Man United might win? No,
I'm going 2-2 at best.
Hey?
2-2, mate. Desmond 2-2 at best.
You know what? You've took it out of me, Adam. You really have took it out of me. I'm going to go for Desmond again.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for Desmond, man. But still, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to give you two results. I'm going to give you what my head says. You know what I mean? Head says 2-2. My heart says United lose 3-0.
Mate, you don't want to know what I think. My
Go on
head's
then.
saying.
Spill it out, mate. Spill it out.
I reckon about 5-1 to City. That's what I think. But I feel like United have to show a little bit more just to answer a lot of critics. It could be that score, but I expect it to be more of a 2-2 sort of game because United have to show some heart in this game. I know they're going to struggle without the fans playing against City. I really do. That's my ultimate worry with this one. Old Trafford is a great pitch to play on when there's no fans and no pressure.
Mate, it really is, man. It really is, mate. This could be one of them games where, do you know what, mate? Buckle up, guys. Really, really buckle up. I think this is the end of Ollie. I really do, man. I'll probably say it now, mate. This is the end of Ole Gunnar Solskjær. 2 years in the job. He's had his time. He's had his praise and he's had his critics, mate. But I think this is the end of the road at him. I really do. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjær is a dead man walking, and I don't mean that literally, but he's a dead man walking. And I think this is it, man. Ole Gunnar Solskjær, mate. You've had 2 years in the job. You know what I mean? We sang your praises. You know what I mean? Ole's at the wheel. You know what I mean? I'll be the first to say it. You know what I mean? Them moments he gave us, mate. PSG. What do we call it, man? You know what I mean? Chelsea away in the FA Cup. Remember that one? Singing Ole's at the wheel for 45 minutes. The game against Southampton. Remember that game? You know what I mean? When we were at Old Trafford. You know what I mean? And we were there, and it was Ole's at the wheel. But I think, you know what, mate? I think it's the end of the road, guys. I think the process has finally finished, and I think Ole Gunnar Solskjær, he's got to go, man.
They're going to have to show us something I don't think we've got.
2 years exactly on Saturday. I think.
Oh God!
Probably the timing is right, mate. Probably the timing is right.
Everything falls into them, doesn't it? I mean, that one record where 1972, since we've lost 4 home games before Christmas. We were breaking records left, right, and centre. Yeah. Breaking records away from home for the right reasons, but we're destroying them with our own form.
Yeah, it really is. And I think this is over, guys. I think, you know what I mean. I think. What do you think, Adam? Just to kind of close this off, you think this is the end of the road for Ollie?
I think this is going to be. You know what's coming, mate, as well. I think the next league game is Sheffield United.
Yeah,
that's right, and they haven't won a game all season.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, don't you? You know it's going to change.
Yeah,
it just works like that with us for some reason. Even when we're all right form, the other team, the ones that really need a result, is they always come and get it against us. I'm honestly, mate, I couldn't tell you. I'm hoping to be surprised. That's what I'm hoping for. I want to be shocked that this team turn out and do something for us. That's what I want. And you know what? Luck's carried us so far this season. It's about time we used that luck and tried to build on it. But another defeat, it just sends us down into the pits, mate, especially against this lot. It will. It'll be a lot for a lot of fans this weekend, mate. They need a performance.
Yeah, and that is it, guys. Guys, it's been a pleasure. We've had nearly 1,000 people live in this video. We've not had that in a while. Big up to everybody, you guys. Go subscribe to Madrid United. His link is in the description below. His title is in the video. Go subscribe to Adam. Get him up to 20k, guys. Big up to you that supported. Let me know, baby, watching along. And you know what, guys? It's been a pleasure, man. It really is, man. Manchester Derby, buckle up, guys. But guys, this video has been sponsored by the One Football app. You get me? Go check it out, guys. Download it. You get me? Link is in the description below, guys. And yeah, man. I'll probably end it on this one, mate. Come and get us, mate. Come and get us. The man is Maurizio Pochettino, mate. And I got to sing it again, mate. It's magic, you know. Maurizio Pochettino. Come and save this football club, mate. Come and save this football club, man. If you're watching this right now, you know what I mean? You are probably watching a lot of the United fan channels, you know what I mean? Singing your praises, mate. Come and save this football club, man. Get us where we belong, man. Where we belong is at the top, mate. Not in the Europa League football. But guys, like, subscribe, share, check out Adam's channel, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. Guys, take care. Enjoy your night. I will see you soon, guys. Take care.